How you doing, everybody? This is Mark Lankford, your official EBW Burnout General Manager, and I'm here with the newest acquisition to the EBW, the newest superstar, the Lone Wolf. How you doing, Lone Wolf?
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
It's nice to see you once again, Lone Wolf, and I have called you here for this special one-on-one interview to tell everybody there at home and everybody that's watching and everybody in the EBW exactly why you are officially here and why have you been calling out a superstar known as the Robber.
Thank you, Mark. Let me tell everybody something right now. Let me tell you a story about a little boy. Many, many years ago, a little boy sat in a house at his grandparents', and he saw what would become the future of his life. I went over to my grandparents' house as a little boy, and I sat there and watched that television, and I saw what would be the greatest thing I have ever seen, professional wrestling. I knew right then that I wanted to be involved. Somehow, some way, Mark, I had to do it. I had to be involved. And as I grew older and got wiser, me and my friends growing up as teenagers, we were backyard wrestling before it was called backyard wrestling. You understand? You with me? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's always been in my blood. I always knew it. 13 years ago, I got injured and I had to leave. But now I'm back, and I heard about the EBW and the uprising that was happening here. So that's why I came to EBW.
Now, of course, I have, and most people are wondering right now that are watching it. Well, first you saw the Robber's special message to you earlier.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Now, I got to ask you about the Robber. You know, the way that he sounded starting out his special message, a lot of people felt sorry for the Robber. They felt like, you know, that you were being a bully. Now, I need to ask you that question. Are you trying to bully superstars? I mean, like, you know, what is your whole take on this? Why are you messing with the Robber? Why are you calling this guy? He has no idea who you are. He has never met you one-on-one. You did see him during his last match with Argus at the last show. But, you know, the question is, why the Robber?
Well, Mark, the Robber is just a stepping stone. That's all he is. He's just a stepping stone. He is in the way. And for me to get where I want to go, which is eventually the EBW World title. Everybody wants the title, Mark. You know that.
That's true.
Everybody wants the title, Daddy. Everybody. Whether you're the Mass Murderer, whether you're Anarchy, the Hitman Havoc, Roadstar, Inferno, everybody wants to be the world champion. Friend or foe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Everybody wants to be the world champion.
Everybody wants
the Lone
to be
Wolf
the world
is no
champion.
different, Mark. Lone Wolf wants to be
Well,
world
everybody
champion.
even wants to be a champion in EBW. I mean, we've got the belts from the IR Championship, the Hardcore Championship,
Yes, indeed.
the Eastern Shore Championship, the
Yes,
Global
indeed.
European. It's all presenting yourself to show them that you're a superstar, that you can be
That's right,
championship
Mark.
material.
Listen, I watched the video. I saw what he said. Okay, I saw what he said. I kind of felt sorry for Robert.
I think you
too.
got a little angry.
Yes, he did. But you know what, Robert? I'm sorry. But you are the first man on the list. And I'm sorry about that, but you are in my way. The Lone Wolf needs to climb the ladder, if you will. Got to climb it. And you're just in the way, Robert. I'm sorry. You're just in the way.
And I think that the Robber, you know, everybody has to realize that the Robber has never won a championship in his whole entire career.
Yes.
He has never once got that opportunity to main event. But he did main event one show. He main event one match. He had one world title opportunity, and he lost.
Now, there's a lot of rumors floating around about why this man brought this man here. Some say Martin Lankford brought the Lone Wolf to EBW to clean it up. Some say Martin Lankford brought the EBW here for certain reasons. Well, I can tell you the only reason the Lone Wolf is here is the World's Heavyweight title. That's the only reason.
Well, you know something? I will tell you exactly why I brought you here. I brought you here because there's got to be change in EBW. There has to be some new things happening. The show has to be spiced up a little bit, if you will. And now that Freakstar is completely out of the picture as the general manager of Burnout, and now that Sean Ravage has taken my old job as the total general manager, I now run the flagship show. I run now the biggest part of the EBW, and that's Burnout. So what I have to do is, I came and I found new talent. You emailed me, I emailed you back. I said, get your butt down here, because we need to get you in this ring, and we need to show everybody exactly who the Lone Wolf is. This man has a background, and I think some of these people know it from watching. You've got tons of fans out there that followed you over these years.
A lot of people, whether you like the Lone Wolf, whether you don't like the Lone Wolf, I entertain, and that's why I'm here, Mark.
Well, you know something, Lone Wolf? I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and yes, I agree with you. You do entertain, and I've seen some very good promos you cut, some good interviews, and I can see that the Robber, you are in this man's way.
And let me say something about the Robber. Robber, you have finally come out of that hole you have been in. You've been hiding in this hole, in that little cave, for a very long time. And I finally drawn you out into the open. You see, you've not done many interviews. You don't talk to many people. But let me tell you something, Robert. Sometimes when you want to catch an animal, you set out the bait, and you wait. Robert, I set the bait out, and he bought it. He's come out. Now, Robert, you've seen Betsy. This is Buck. Buck is an old cowbell, and back in the old West, we would have bull rope matches. One man tied at one end, and the other man tied on the other end. And you would use this bell to beat each other to a pulp. So, Robert, you are just the #1 man on my list, and I'm sorry. That's the way it's got to be.
Well, you know what? I am looking forward to seeing you at the next show, and you got to do what you got to do. Robert, all I can say is you better watch your back, because the Lone Wolf is coming for you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you for your time.